So how to add a new blog post. In WordPress there is a slight difference between a blog post and a page. Um, Basically they look pretty much exactly the same in terms of the template once you've posted it, but there are two separate and distinct areas in terms of managing the content that you'll need to know about. So your blog area essentially is where you will post all of your articles and your news updates and that type of content. Your actual pages are the rest of the website that will have things such as your about pages and what you do and welcoming your users. These are all called pages. So anything outside of the blog will be managed through your pages. Okay, so I am going to click on articles on this site because I have actually called my blog area on this test site articles. So for you it might be called blogs, it might be called recent posts, etc, etc. But essentially we're referring to the page that shows all of your blog posts in a nice list. Okay, so if we go into the WordPress administration area, and on the left hand side you'll see that there's two different areas. So one for posts, as I just mentioned, that's for your blogs, and one is for pages. So that's all for your content pages, anything that's not a blog post essentially. Right, so if we click on posts, we'll see this is the list of the existing blogs that we've already got up on our website. And I'm going to click on the add new link up the very top of the page. Okay, so here is a blank template for a new blog post. So first of all, I need to give it a title. So I'm going to say this is a test blog post. I'm going to copy and paste some content into the body area. I'm going to add an image into the middle of it just to make it look a little bit nicer. So to add an image, I'm going to click on Add Media up the top here. And I'm going to select an image from my image library. Now I'm going to align this on the left hand side and I'm going to insert it as a thumbnail size, so that's a small picture. Okay, I'm going to insert that into the post. So there we go, we've got the absolute skeleton information we need now for our blog post. We have a title, we have all of the text in the middle of the page here, and we have a little image to make it look a bit nicer. Now, if your website is set up to have categories, which it probably is, for your blog posts, you will need to actually give your new blog post a category in order to ensure that it appears on the drop-down menu. So in my example here, I need to actually tag this as an article because on my website I've decided to call my blogs articles. And then I also want to say that I want to give this post a red category. So essentially what I'm doing by ticking those boxes is saying I want this blog post to appear when I open up the articles menu, and I also want it to appear on the red drop down menu as well. Okay, you can give your post some tags. So this is actually where you will add tags to this post that will appear on the tag cloud. So I am going to select gold, lilac and blue tags for this particular post. So essentially what I'm saying here by clicking this is that whenever someone clicks on gold in the tag cloud, this post here is actually going to appear on that list of all of the blog posts that are attributed to the tag gold. So it's just another way for people to basically access your posts, and it's another way for you to categorize them in a much more granular level than your categories, which are much more high level. And now our final step is to add a featured image. So the featured image is actually going to display on your blog listings page. Okay, so I'm going to select that hummingbird there and I'm going to set that as my featured image. Okay, now I'm ready to publish. So I'm going to hit the publish button. And there we go. If I click on the view post, we can now see what my post looks like. So there it is. That's my new post. I have some content on there. As you can see, I've got that image that I inserted into the middle of it. And I just want to show you as well with the drop-down menus. So if I click on articles, because I've actually clicked this as a category articles, you can see my two categories here, this will now appear. And if I go to my articles menu and I pull up my red posts, so this is my category red, you can see that my new test is also there as well. Okay, so there you have it. That's how to add a new blog post.